Yeah, yeah. That's why I say I'm gonna be talking over this a lot. I think you can eventually get to some gameplay if I don't spend. Uh, maybe we'll see. Um, but yes, this is Persona 4 Golden, which is the series does this. So it also does this. So, like, every game in the Persona series eventually has what should be, like, an expansion. But because they're console games, what they just do is they first release the 80-hour RPG, and then, like, a year or so later, they release the extended version of that game, which you have to start over, play through that 80-hour RPG again, and then here's a whole expansion part of it. Or you just wait and get that one. But the music tends to be less good, so, you know, there's a trade-off. That's an option. No? Normal is fine. So, yeah, this series has, like, a lot of history to it. Once upon a time, on the old Famicom, yes, so some edgelord made a weird Pokemon dungeon crawler, before there was Pokemon, to be fair, where, it's based on some book that was already existing about, like, someone accidentally, like, connected their computer game to hell and it summoned demons, and then you just, you know, are living with that. Then you go around, and you Pokemon pal your demons, and you mash them together to make better demons. And then you decide if you want to, like, side with God or the devil or neither one of them. And the centrist option, if I recall, is the correct choice. And then they realize that, you know, that's kind of lame, and they made a second one where, okay, because you made the second option, actually the entire world gets destroyed. And then there's the whole series after that in this post-apocalyptic Pokemon Demon world. And at some point they decided, you know, it's a bit limiting having everything be destroyed.
To the Velvet Room.
Okay, I won't talk over you. You're a cool guy who doesn't afraid of anything.
Ah, it seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny.
And a very good look.
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. It may be
I
that such
it looks
a
kind of like a
fate
limo.
awaits you in the near future. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
And yes, being very true to Japanese roots, last name first. So let's see. What is the coolest, most friend-having guy's name in the school?
I see. Now, let's take a look into your future, shall we? Do you believe in fortune telling?
I mean, it's
Each reading is done with the same cards, yet the result is always different. Life itself follows the same principles, doesn't it?
That's probably fine.
The tower in the upright position represents the immediate future. It seems a terrible catastrophe is imminent.
I know, I'm gonna play a Persona game.
The card indicating the future beyond that is... the moon in the upright position. This card represents a hesitation.
You're right, who knows I'm gonna play after this one.
It seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination, and a great mystery will be imposed upon you.
I probably should skip through these a little bit because he does talk a bit slow, and there is a lot of intro before any
You will
gameplay.
enter into a contract of some sort.
Sounds
after
legit.
which the coming year is a turning point in your destiny.
Uh-huh.
My duty is to provide assistance to
Cool.
I have neglected to introduce my assistant to you.
That's true.
This is Margaret. She is a resident of this place, like myself.
My name is Margaret. I am here to accompany you through your journey.
It is kind of weird how they, like I get having the weird, creepy guy with the bulgy eyes and the pointy nose and the goblin ears, who just lives in, like, mysterious places and introduces
farewell.
SMT games, but, like, here's my hot secretary. His eyes work is a little weird. Because they get swapped out, too. It's like... Are there job listings for that? Let's just grab them off the street now and then.
They're tired of diets. Enough with going to the gym. Good thing there's something even I can handle.
But anyway, yeah, so, as I was saying, well, we'll probably let the anime stuff play out. Yeah,
First
yeah.
he bags a singer, then he has an affair with a TV announcer on the side. Do chicks really dig politicians?
Also, I'm glad I'm seeing the stuff in the chat that I'm seeing in the chat right now.
When you get down to it, financial and political clout is what matters.
I was afraid I was going to alienate some people in a bit.
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you think?
Well, I'm sure that you all know already, but at the end of this month, he will be transferring to another school.
I do much prefer
Quiet down,
the
guys.
names protagonist in
Not done
Persona
yet.
3 to 4, because, like, here you're just very, very generic guy, and in 3 it's like, it's the sort of kid who, like, has all the teachers worried. Just this spooky little weirdo who won't take headphones off.
We will arrive at the Yasogami terminal in a few minutes. Passengers headed for Inaba City and Yaso Inaba Station. Please go to the other
Also, I
side.
swear everybody's, like, wearing their jacket inside out in school. Shouldn't be able to see that much visible stitching.
The scandal involves the Enkastar Misuzu Hiragi preparing to tour overseas. Taro Namatame, a council secretary in the Inaba region whom she married just last year, is now under suspicion of having an affair. What's more, his rumored mistress is the well-known TV announcer. Miss
Should
Maya
we go
Miyamoto.
soon?
Yes, just about.
question on everyone's minds is how this love triangle will affect.
Yaso Inaba. Yaso.
It would be nice if they did that, yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, SMT series, like, started off with just, you know, summon demons by playing RPGs on your computer, and then destroy the world, and then whoops, and then we got this destroyed world full of demons, but you can Pokemon them. And they realized after a certain point that that was kind of depressing, and, like, you can only do so much moving down the timeline in this, like, post-apocalyptic Tokyo. Oh, they do still make those now and
I'm
then.
Ryotaro
So
Kojima. I'll
at
be looking
some
after you.
point, around like early
Let's
PlayStation,
see, I'm your mother's younger brother.
they decided to do
That
kind of
about
like a
sums it up.
spin-off of like, okay, what if the world wasn't destroyed and there were still just like demons running around?
I'll say.
These dialogue
Really
choices super matter, by the way.
I still remember when you were in diapers.
Maybe not this one, but most do. In that one of them is
This
correct.
here's my daughter. Come on, Nanako.
So yeah, the original
Introduce
Persona
yourself to
was
your
like,
cousin.
okay, what if it's like not post-apocalyptic, and we just have like, you know, a bunch of like high school kids dealing with the fact that there's just like weird dungeons and demons all over town, and it was not especially a hit.
What are you so shy for?
I don't think.
Ow!
It had a very like weird, stark atmosphere. They tried bringing it to the U.S. They decided to de-Japanify it
Well then, let's get
by
going.
renaming all the kids and making one of them black, and
My car's over there.
you're still walking around with your like katanas from the school fight club, and other stuff that just kind of doesn't work.
Hey. You dropped this.
You could just say trans-looking girl. Like that is a look right there. You got this programmer socks. You got the plaid skirt. You got the collar.
No, it's yours. I saw you drop it.
You got the stompy boots.
Whatever. All I did was pick it up.
But yeah, not a terribly successful game. And then
What's
that
wrong?
had a sequel, which also I don't think did super well, at least in the West. I also think it didn't get its like Part 2 game, which is a shame because apparently the deal with Persona 2 is like a bunch of high schoolers try to save the world from this big demon problem, and they totally fail. And then the expansion content is like, okay, now a bunch of adults actually step in and form their own party and actually manage something. And I kind of like
Hi.
appreciate the twist of like, you know, maybe a bunch of high school kids aren't the best.
Go to the bathroom by yourself.
Dealing with serious metaphysical, dangerous stuff. But then they did Persona 3, and that's like
It's in the
basically
back.
Persona 3 is the first game in the
You know which
series
way is
because
Decide you don't hold your chopsticks.
they
in.
changed up the formula of it so much,
I know.
and the look of it and the style of it, and it was a huge hit as far as like an RPG from Atlas
Are
can
you
be a
taking a trip?
huge hit.
No, we just. wanted to
And
make a
everything since then, it's
You
just kind of
didn't
been like
move here
chasing
from the
after
city.
that.
A city, huh?
Yes,
vote. Fill up my car. Well,
Right away.
I'm gonna try to like skip through this faster.
Any for a smoke.
So
Are you in high school?
the deal with Persona 3 is we're gonna combine two things. We're gonna combine having the whole like 100 floor semi-randomly generated dungeon
Speaking of which,
that you
we're
just
actually looking-
crawl the hell on through at whatever pace you
Give it
feel like
some
crawling the hell
thought,
on
why
through
don't
it.
We don't mind if yours.
And then also having like this princess maker ass dating sim stuff going on where you're like a high school
should get back
kid
to
who has to
work.
like manage your day in time blocks and, you know, like get your little skills up and like get your relationship bars
You
up.
okay? Did you
Um,
get car sick?
and the unique combination of that is at least
Yeah,
novel
that's
enough
good.
to be kind of interesting. Because like you actually do have to like, you know, you have so much time in the school year.
Okay.
There is going to be like a boss fight every month on floor whatever, and you do have to get there in time. But also you gotta like, you know,
Must have been a long trip for you.
hang out with that weirdo in the park and see how they're doing.
Why not take a little walk? Get some fresh air.
And like get your intelligence up enough to like, you know, pass your finals. And the other odd thing it did was you only have direct control over like the main character in Persona 3. But now I got the music going at least. No, I need to talk to weirdos. Like this one. I got one of those faces, I get it. Sure. But yeah, you can only control your, like, main character directly in Persona 3. Everybody else is, like, always on AI. And your party is, like, 4 people, so it's a little weird. Like, 3 of them are just doing their own thing. Like, if you die, too bad, that's it, game over. Everybody else can get up by reviving them. I don't think I actually do much out here right now either. I can just look at the stores. Okay, yeah. Let's move on then. So that ties into like the weird combat mechanics of I think possibly the whole SMT series, at least the Persona games, where like elemental weaknesses and strengths matter entirely too much. In Persona 3 in particular, like if something is weak to fire and you hit it with this fire spell, it is like knocked out for a round and can't act.
All right.
So it's just kind of a free win. And then, like, most things will, like, kill you in 1 or 2 rounds if they can attack you. So you want to hit their weaknesses.
So, Mom and Dad are busy as always. They're working over... I know it's only for
But the problem is, you don't control your party.
As long as you're here, you're...
Yeah.
Good.
So,
Well,
you just kind of, like, have to hope they're going to do, you know, the spells that will stun everything for you. Or micromanage your own spells to like cover the gaps. And then there's just a dedicated like
Kojima speaking.
Kind of like how like MMO teams have the, you know, like 9th man just kind of watching everything on their computer.
Yeah.
Giving everybody like the boss strats.
So where is it?
Yes, exactly. So you can just like have your one friend who's like sitting outside the dungeon, just like, you know, look up on GameFAQs, like, hey, what is this week to? And then hopefully your party members will like listen to that.
Sorry, but I gotta go.
And I kind of hate Persona combat. Like, I like having to strategize about what I'm fighting. I don't like, this is the right answer, do this thing, otherwise you will like be horribly killed. And if you do this thing, nobody will take any damage. It's a bit over-tuned like that. But it's interesting when you can't control your party and just have to, like, mitigate and hope. Unfortunately, everything past that original release, they decided, no. You control everybody like normal RPG now. And with Persona 4 here, they also changed the thing of, like, having to manage your time between the dungeons and the just being a kid stuff with this whole weather system where instead of like here's the cursed hour where you can go to the big tower, it's just if it's raining you can go into the dungeons, and also if it's raining nobody wants to do anything besides going to the dungeons, so it's just like
like crime scenes.
He lives in this office building with just, you know, this abandoned restaurant on the first floor, and
And now for the local news.
okay, that's good to know.
City Council Secretary Taro Namatame is under
Okay,
fire
there's one good
for an
shopping
alleged
restaurant, but like,
relationship
yeah,
with a female reporter.
it still like takes away the balancing act of like how much time do I want to spend dungeon crawling and how much time do I want to spend talking to people, because it's like, well, you go to the dungeon on the dungeon days.
Pursue damages. In response, iTelevision has decided to cancel all of announcer Mayumi Yamano's televised appearances.
So like interesting as like the weird gimmickry is there in the history of the series.
She'll remain off the air and
I'm kind of the opinion that the Persona games all suck. They are very, very slow paced. The combat is like super swingy. You gotta deal with a lot of this. Oh.
Every day's great at your Junas.
Where was I? So, lots of like fully voiced, very slow, slice of life dialogue stuff, like constantly. And like, I appreciate that when it's done well, but this is no Shenmue, you know? But nevertheless, with Persona 3, I played through that entire game. And the reason for the entire game is it turns out I will, like, put up with any amount of stupid BS from any RPG if it has a really good soundtrack. Which Persona 3 really knocked out of the park. Here, though, it's kind of interesting in places. It's on TV. And we do have, like, the visual, just very, like, pop-arty menu stuff going on. Not as much as 5 cranked it up, but, like, a bit. Yeah. True. Like, it's not bad music. I just don't like it in context, is the thing. Like, the main battle theme, which we might not get here, because this is the, like, extra version. But the normal main battle theme is, like, this is so inappropriate for a main battle theme. I can't stand it. Well, sometimes you're just in a dungeon. It's just one of those things. But then the other thing is, like, story-wise, this series, and I can't speak about the greater SMT games. I think there's more variety there, but with Persona, it's like, okay, we got this very, very edgelordy thing of, like, hey kids, like, make deals with demons. And Persona 3, I swear, was, like, trying to set up a moral panic thing for the publicity, but forgot that you have to, like, manufacture the panic part too, not just, like, bait it. So to cast spells, you, like, pull out a gun and, like, shoot yourself in the head with it. Just as a visual thing, which I think is rationalized as, like, well, you have to, like, you know, put fear in yourself by, like, shooting yourself with a fake gun. But I feel like you'd get over that quick. They don't do that in 4. But there was this, like, really interesting visual thing of just, you know, watching these high school students, like, eat guns to cast spells. And then nobody cared, because it was an RPG from Atlas. Nobody was looking. But yeah, there's a lot of, you know, like, weird mystery anime stuff going on. What was that one again? Ah. Heat Lightning Mystery Guy. Oh yeah, I assume that too. Just the soundtrack to 3 just being like what you're playing on your headphones all the time is actually canon.
Breakfast ready.
But like, so we do this like very, you know, very, very anime as a pejorative, like mysterious stuff and edgelord teen stuff, and then like the head writer is kind of super conservative. and that kind of like taints things. With this game in particular, I'm definitely not going to play it long enough to actually get there, but like,
Let's eat.
there's this whole thing where
I can toast bread and cook sunny side up eggs in the morning.
I forgot the whole thing about her like dirtbag detective father just forcing this like 6-year-old to be an adult.
So I buy dinner.
It's
You're
like,
starting school today, right?
call Child Protective Services.
My school's on the way, so let's go together.
But yeah, so like the whole thing in this one is all your characters have like their, you know, less literal inner demons, just like manifesting as like
My school's this way. Bye.
doppelgangers in the bad TV reception dungeon land, if I recall. And just having to like deal with their insecurities. Like here's the pop idol who's got like, oh no, people are weird pervs and like expect me to have this like creepy inner slut. So here's the slutty dungeon where you fight slutty me. And then the one character is like, oh, and then the one character is this guy. Yeah, you always have to have one of these guys. Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Like, the whole anime industry also had the same problem of just the real otaku types, and that does not mean what a lot of Americans think it means, just kind of like idolizing studios, wanting to work there, and then just turning into this self-perpetuating cycle of just pandering to people who just live off anime. And yeah, the Persona games kind of have the same things. Yeah. But like,
King Moron, all right. We get to enjoy.
you get stuff like there's the one character who's got like his insecurities about being gay, and so you go into his personal dungeon realm full of just like big muscle guys with roses and barbells, and like that's kind of great. But then it's like, oh no, I'm not really gay. I just like a few feminine things like cooking, and it's like, how dare you?
Just like you, huh, Yosef?
And then here's a trans guy, but like, oh no, not really a trans guy. He just yeah, it is very Cho Anarchy.
I don't want to talk about it.
And it's just like,
What's with him?
people see that, it's like, oh, we got some inclusion, but it's like, well, not really, because it's like encouraging people to go back in the closet. That's just not cool. Don't praise that.
All right, shut your traps.
So plot-wise, like, yeah, I'm not down, and mechanics-wise, I'm not down.
Teacher from today forward. First things first. Just because it's
But
spring
presentation,
doesn't mean
they
you
do
can swoon
very
over
good
each other
with.
like love-struck baboons. Long as I'm around, you students are gonna be pure as the
And
driven
soundtrack-wise,
snow.
it's really interesting. So, like,
Now I hate wasting my time.
they really
Better
coast on
introduce
style
this
with this
transfer
series.
student. This sad sack's been thrown from the big city out to the middle of nowhere like yesterday's garbage. And he's just as much of a loser here as he was there. So you girls better not get any ideas about hitting on him. Tell him your name, kid, and make it quick.
Again, like, choices do matter.
Huh, that's it. You're on my shit list. Effective immediately. Now listen up. This town is miles away from your big city of perverts and assholes in more ways than one. You'd better not even think.
I'm
of
curious how much
getting
of this is like a
involved with the girls
localization
here,
choice.
let alone abusing them. But what do I know? It's not like the old days. Even here, kids grow up so damn fast. Every time I turn my back, you're fooling around on those damn phones, checking your life journals and your my places.
Excuse me, is it okay if the transfer student sits here?
Huh? Yeah, sure. You hear that? Your seat's over there, so hurry up and sit down already.
But yeah, so that's the series as a whole. And like this one again is kind of a weird outlier among modern Persona games.
We just have to hang in there for.
Yeah. Just endure it.
Seems
That's
to
the
be
Persona way.
transfer student, ending up in.
Yeah, he won't think. Then again, well.
Shut your traps.
And again, if you like let all the voice acting play out, like these scenes go on forever. But like Persona 3 was like really trying to be extra edgy with the whole
That's all for today.
kids shooting themselves in the face thing and all, and having its really interesting jazz rap J-pop fusion soundtrack.
Faculty office for a brief staff meeting. All students must return to their classrooms and are not.
But it takes the whole
until
like,
further notice.
hey, there's like, you know, demons, maybe this looming apocalypse thing very, very seriously.
You heard the announcement. Don't go anywhere until you hear otherwise.
So the cast doesn't particularly feel like high school students, except for the one horrible guy. And then for this one, they decided to like lean more into the
Did something happen?
slice of lifeiness and just have like
Yeah, like every time it
regular
rains,
teen
did you
friends
hear?
dealing with
Paparazzi's looking all over. Oh yeah.
at least
My
initially
Yumi
much
Yama,
less
I heard some guys spotted her at the shop.
horrifying situations,
Actually,
which is
I heard that.
an interesting way to just shift gears
Are you
down.
serious?
And then 5 is like, we're gonna be cat burglars doing a big heist apparently.
Hey,
which
Yukiko-san.
sure, that's the way to go
Is it true
too.
that announcer staying at your family's inn?
I can't discuss such things.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is kind of how it plays out. Is you go to school, you sit through a lot of dialogue.
By the way, did you try what I told you the other? You know, that thing about rainy nights.
Oh.
Most parts actually slightly
No,
important.
not yet. Sorry.
Aw, that's okay. It's just, I heard a guy in the class next door yell something like, "My soulmate is Yamano, the announcer."
Attention, all students. There has been an incident inside the school district. Police officers have been dispatched around the school zone.
Wow.
Please stay calm and contact your parents or guardians as soon as possible and quickly leave the school grounds. Do not disturb the police officers. Head directly home. I repeat.
Incident?
What, something actually happened? Come on, let's go take a look.
My thoughts exactly. Lass's girl. Where was talking there?
Hey, are you going home by yourself? Why don't you come with us? Oh, nearly forgot. I'm Chie Satonaka. You know, I sit next to you, right?
Well, I mean, you're one of only like 3 characters in here who don't all dress exactly the same. So yes, I did notice.
Well, nice to meet you. This is Yukiko Amagi.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm sorry that this is so sudden.
Come on, don't apologize like that. I just wanted to ask some stuff.
This was really awesome. Like, and I'm really sorry. It was an accident. Please just have mercy and see ya. Thanks.
So we got energetic girl and mysterious girl and like loser guy. A balanced party.
I can't believe this! It's completely cracked! Oh, my trial of the dragon!
We also have some voice acting.
I think mine's cracked too. Critical hit to the nads.
Are you alright?
Oh, Yukiko-san. Are you worried about me?
He's fine, Yukiko.
I'm just saying. If I was playing an older RPG, I'd have like finished up a dungeon by now. Even if it's old enough, I had to like do a bunch of grinding first before I went in there.
You're Yuki, right?
What?
What's up with him?
Okay, can I do one sentence?
He's going for Yukiko-san?
I bet you a can of tappy gets knocked out.
No bet.
So...
I'm not going.
Fine.
Also, that is a face.
What did he want from me?
What did he want?
Huh?
You really had no clue. But then again, that was way over the top.
Yo, Yukiko-san, man, you're cruel.
I don't recall doing that.
Oh, you serious?
This edit kind of doesn't prove it. It's snappier at least.
Keeps me to get my hopes up. Anyways, you two better not pick on the transfer student too much.
We're just curious is all.
Can I just a sentence?
Come on, let's go.
You want to actually eventually get some gameplay in a reasonable amount of time. It does take a bit.
Oh. So you came here because of your parents' job?
And the thing is, like...
There really is nothing here, huh? That's what makes it nice. But there is nothing much we can show to people from outside.
Yeah.
Though there is something from Mount Yasogami. Oh, wait!
Yeah, Yasuke sucks in this one, and,
His family runs it. It's the pride of
Junpei 3 is the same awful...
Just in.
We gotta have the weird pervy guy who sucks, right?
It's been in all sorts
People
of
love
places as
those.
a hidden treasure. It's a
Meow?
great inn. It's been going for generations, and Yukiko here is gonna take over
True.
someday.
True.
Their inn actually attracts a lot
There's
of
more
visitors.
character growth there.
That's entirely true.
So,
Sure.
Come on, don't start this again.
she's really popular at school, but she's never had a boyfriend. Kinda weird, huh?
I mean... This is me just staring into the camera. like,
Come on, stop it.
there are reasons that
You shouldn't believe that, okay?
this
It's
kind of
not true
homophobic
that I'm
series
popular
attracts,
or that I've
like...
never had a boyfriend.
audience in denial, like...
Wait, no. What I meant to say was I don't need a boyfriend.
Exactly.
Jeez, GA.
Sorry, I'm sorry. But this is our chance to talk to someone from the big city. Hey, what's that?
I thought so, because I remember her being less annoying in the original version.
And as she came down this street...
Wow, who could imagine that hanging from an antenna?
I wanted to see it too.
Oh, you got here too late. The police and fire department took it down just a moment ago.
Well, I think it's terrifying.
Wait, what did she just say? A dead body.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Coming to see a dead body, like teenagers will do.
Huh. I should have figured that had happened. That damn principal.
Yeah, another thing is, like, as I was saying, these
I'm Detective Dojima.
choose 3 option things, I think always have some effect on your stats. And, there's the whole, again, like, alternating between just talking to people and going to dungeons thing.
Head straight home.
The main effect of that is, like, you have a relationship level with each of, is it 12 or 13 characters. It's like one for each tarot arcana. And all the demons, like, have an associated one, so it's like...
You want to be sent back to the central office?
The best Pokemon demons you can get are based on the highest ranks of your
Sorry.
relationship scores. But the thing is, everybody has their own, like, schedule. So, like, here's someone who just, like, you know, hangs out in this park on Saturdays, and that's, like, the only time you can find them. And here's someone who, like, you know, won't show up again after you've, like, talked to them for another, like,
That announcement was about?
week or so. And if you want to get everything totally maxed out, it's kind of like there is one answer.
Hey,
So completionists who play this series just like
some other time.
end up being forced to follow guides of just like exactly who to talk to at exactly what time to make sure everybody gets maxed out.
All right then, we're taking off.
And also like what is the correct response to every question somebody asks you. And if you try to approach it as like, you know, one of those just like, well, what would my character do? You're just kind of punished for that. It's like, it's not like there's an alternate route that's, you know, harder, but good music here. Okay, let me count with something while you listen to this. What do you want? What do you want? What else do you want? Okay, a drink? You want a drink? What do you want? Okay, let's go in here. How about sing? So where was I? Oh yeah, the weirdly like one true path nature is kind of an odd one. I am just gonna go directly home. So I am trying to like, whoa, that's a weird amount of speed. Yeah, not all dialogue is voiced, just the mandatory stuff. All dialogue is long, though. Oh, okay, well, I guess I shouldn't waste a precious time period. Let's wander to a random thing and see if I get to encounter with a person that's important or something. Which I might actually not at the start of the game. That's the other thing too, is like, all you ever really want to do is like, okay, shop, talk to someone who's going to make time advance, hello. And hopefully advance one of your social link things. You've come in the middle of me bashing the Persona games while playing 4. Yeah. I started this like 15 minutes ago. It's just very, very slow paced. Let's see. Oh, it's probably when you talk to at school. Maybe. Technically, yes. Okay, fine. So I think in fact, like, introducing the concept that, like, you got 2 time periods after each day of school, but, like, not having anything to do in the first one. It seems what's happening here. Okay, fine. I'll, this shrine here. There's a lot of padding to the like non-dungeon stuff too. Just it's like, All I want to do is talk to my like one weirdo friend so I get better like lovers cards. Here. Yeah, today is just like nothing's happening with police, right? Yep. Okay. Sleeping early it is. Yes. This is, in fact, the TV one. Afternoon wasted.
I wonder if Dad's not coming home again tonight.
Child neglected.
Our top story this evening concerns a bizarre case in a quiet suburb. Around noon today, a woman was found dead near the Samegawa River. The deceased has been identified as Miss Mayumi Yamano, a 27-year-old announcer.
I won't skip it when it's actually like relevant.
Station. The initial results of the Inaba Police Department's investigation have revealed.
I hate when people are recording dialogue and like it's trailing off, and the voice actor just like doesn't trail off. And you just have somebody say like, "But that means," like. You gotta clip it off.
I know. That's his job, so this stuff happens.
The body was found hanging from a large television antenna. Authorities are uncertain as to why the body was in such a state. With the cause of death also uncertain, police continue to investigate. With a thick fog common to the area has slowed their progress.
They found her on the roof? That's scary. Oh, it's Juness.
At Juness, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products.
Every day's great at your Juness. Every day's great at your Juness.
As I was saying.
You memorized it already?
One of the weirdly charming things about this game is just like this incredibly hard life 6-year-old just being obsessed with a corporate slogan. Can I get to gameplay today?
Someone.
It's just kind of fascinating. Did they have to not to?
You saved me. Oh yeah, I'm Yosuke Hanamura. Nice to. Right, bye.
What about you?
Say, did you hear about the incident from yesterday? You think it was some kind of warning? Dangling a dead body over a roof like that? Then again, it's pretty messed up to kill someone in the first place. Oh crap, we're late.
Yeah, like...
You want to ride? It's a little squeaky, but it should be fine.
Everything is so drawn out. Oh, next we're sick of voice acting the teacher. Hating him stat increased.
So, you getting used to this place? Wow, that was fast. There isn't much to do.
Nothing
here
about this
compared
is
to the
fast.
city. The air's clean, the food's great. It's grilled steak, man. I know a place where you can get it cheap.
What about me, huh? My trial of the dragon?
You always come around when I'm talking.
How about it, Yukiko?
I'll pass.
Again,
Wow,
editing skills.
Yukiko-san.
It's not like that. Well, I should be on my way.
Oh well.
Huh?
Yeah, I was starting to say it before too. Like, it'd be one thing that I complain about a lot if, like, the start of this game had this kind of, like, very, very slow pacing, getting you all into this, like, slice of life thing. But, like, no, this continues to be the
I
pacing.
haven't told you yet, huh? I moved here from another city about 6 months back. This location just opened up, and so our entire family came. Here, this. Satonaka?
Yeah. It's only been half a year since this place opened up, but I haven't been to the local shopping district.
Indeed.
A lot of stores there started closing, and
The thing is, too, when I say it, like, there should really be an option to, like, call Child Protective Services for this kid. Like, I'm not kidding. It's really kind of just, like, weirdly bleak.
Hey, it's Saki-senpai. Sorry, be right back.
he wishes.
Also, the Persona series is, like,
Kanishi. I think she's working here
the forerunner in getting Americans to just learn the word senpai.
Hey, I'm finally on break. What's up, Hana-chan?
Oh, kidding aside.
Oh, it's...
Hey, if you...
And so much of it is this just, like...
Hey, is he the
Hey, what do you think? I don't know. Like... Back in my day, you got one dialogue box. Everything you want to say in life, you got to fit in your one dialogue box, you know?
Oh, did you hear about me already? It must be nice to have someone else from the big city to... I don't see Hana-chan hanging out with...
Not necessarily.
He doesn't have too many friends. Hana-chan's a good guy.
No, he isn't.
I'm just kidding. Well, my break's just about laters.
Oh, senpai? So she has a younger brother.
Oh, the daughter of a...
Dude, it's...
Oh, really? You ever hear of the Midnight Channel? You're supposed to look into a TV that's switched off.
Finally something relevant.
Exactly at midnight on a rainy night. While you're staring at your own image, another person will appear on the screen. And they say that person's your soulmate.
What? For a second, I thought you were actually going to say something useful. How can you get all excited over such a...
Childish, huh?
Of course I don't.
Well, it's raining tonight.
Try it out. Wow. All that aside, you know that incident yesterday? Ooh, what if the culprit behind it was still lurking around?
Jeez. All I'm saying is, you guys better try it out tonight.
Gotta say, this toddler can really cook. Like, these look like really good spreads.
Yeah. Oh, he's home!
What a day. I'm back. Did anything happen while I was out?
No, you're late again.
I'm sorry. Can you put the news on for me?
Next, more details in the developing story. Announcer Mayumi Yamano's dead body was found hanging above a house in this isolated rural town.
Were they going for dark humor, or just, like...
It is confirmed that Miss Yamano had been involved in an affair with Taro...
We gotta have a detective in here somewhere to advance the plot. We gotta have a cute kid in here. Let's just have you live with the detective and this cute kid, and just, like, not think about the consequences. Also, all of this was already covered.
The police plan to investigate this relationship.
Also, none of that was voiced.
Personnel involved with them. In addition, we now bring you an exclusive interview with the local student who found Miss Yamano's body.
An interview with a kid? Where the hell did they find her?
What went through your mind when
when you saw it? Could you tell she was dead? Did you see her face? Don't you think it's scary that someone was killed on a foggy day?
Huh? She was killed?
Oh,
No, not really.
we heard that you found it when you left school early. Did...
Huh? That's...
Again, so much of the dialogue in this game.
A tragedy that occurred near the local shopping district. Many store owners are raising concerns.
If they lose more customers, it'll be because you're making such a stink about it.
You can't close the beaches.
It really is a bizarre case, isn't it? I mean, I'd have to say it's a warning.
Yes, but so far, no one has come forward to take credit for the crime.
Loads of prank calls.
So the cause of death is still unknown? Taxpayers' funds are going to a police force who can't even figure out if this is an accident or a homicide?
We'll be right back after these messages.
At Tunis, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Tunis.
Every day's great at your Tunis. Hey, Dad.
Where are we?
No?
Okay, you make sure to put your father to bed and do the dishes. I'm gonna go watch TV. So there actually was an anime adaptation of Persona 3 and 4, I believe. Maybe 5? Which have to have better pacing than the games themselves do.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou art the one who opens the door.
Also, the pacing, this is like extra bad for me because I've been playing through the 8-bit Final Fantasy games lately. And they're just so boom, 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 boom pacing. I do feel like even since like CDs were a thing for games, like RPGs have been given way too much rope when it comes to dialogue. We can put several novels of text on this disc, like you could also not. just saying.
Well, good night.
Anyway, back to Videodrome. Oh, I have to go home days, don't I? Yes.
Sorry.
She is like one of two likable characters in this game, honestly. Here's the Hong Kong cinema nerd who moves the plot forward. Here's the, like, adult 6-year-old who has to deal with her train wreck father. That might be a stat thing.
Huh? Come on.
I got the reference there. I forgot the wacky teachers in this. I also forgot that I named my character People Shut In. Pop quiz.
What's up with the body being hung upside down? Is it supposed to be like mimicking an execution? My senpai told me it was a third year named Saki who...
Yo. It's well, yesterday. Oh, you never.
Yosuke, Saki senpai supposedly the...
I wonder if that's why she looked so down.
Huh? Things are really out of hand right.
Is it just me or does...
I guess they're running her ragged. By the way, did you...
Huh? Well, what about you?
I did! I seriously saw a girl. But my soulmate's a girl? What's that supposed to mean?
I already did the staring into the camera joke.
I couldn't quite tell who it was. Her hair was brown, about...
Hey, I think that's the same person I saw. I couldn't make out that much detail, though. The image I saw was much blurrier.
Wait, so you saw it too? And we saw the same girl? Does that mean we have the same soulmate?
How should I know? How about you? Did you see it? It sounds like we all saw the same person. But weird voices aside, were you that tired last night?
Destined for polycule.
Must have just fallen asleep.
That'd be one interesting dream, though. I like the part where you got stuck because your TV was too small. That's pretty realistic. If it had been bigger... Oh, that reminds me. Our family's been talking about buying a bigger TV.
Oh, yeah? Well, flat screen
There was a
TVs
whole
are
like
definitely in
gag
these days.
going around
Wanna
a
go
couple
check it
years
out on
ago.
the way back? We're beefing up our
People
electronics
riffing on the
department
ring,
this
doing
month.
the whole call around the TV thing, and just like, well, what if it's like one of those TVs in a mall that's like mounted on the ceiling, or what if one of those little portable ones?
We've got some pretty big ones in stock. I bet.
Yes, let's go buy a new TV so we can crawl into it. Rational decision.
Wow, this is huge! And holy crap, it's expensive.
I don't know.
That was true for
Rich folks.
brief period.
Honestly, not many people shop. For
It is
TVs
kind of
here.
crazy how
That's
like
why we don't have clerks
massive and flimsy TVs have gotten while being very cheap these days.
Trying then, I guess. Well, at least looking's free.
Used to be if you wanted a big TV, not only are you paying out the nose for it, but like you needed to reinforce your floor.
Nope, can't get in. Figures.
This proves it. It was all just a dream.
Besides, these flat screen TVs are so thin, you just end up on the other side. What am I saying? So, Chia, what kind of TV are you guys in the market for?
They said they wanted one that's cheap.
What does that sign on there say moo?
Well, miss, might I suggest this one over here? It's the newest model, just...
What? That's not cheap at all! There's way too many zeros!
Well, like, you know, you had a CRT in there. It had to be this giant glass tube to have a giant screen, and
I should have asked what you meant by cheap
thick
right
glass
off the
because
bat.
it's got a vacuum in it. So,
You
yeah.
got connections, right? Come on, hook me up.
I actually got, like, a used TV from someone who had an actual, like, massive CRT.
How about this one over here? It's a
Back in the
display
day.
unit. It's a little old, but
Because he was upgrading to a flat screen, and it was like 2 or 3 people need to push it up a staircase. And also it had like
oh yeah, what kind of TV do you?
Huh? Something wrong, Yosuke?
Is his arm in the TV?
you're gonna make you pay for that, you know.
Whoa. Is that some kind of new model? Like with a new function?
Hell no.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh man, this is for real.
So,
how's it work?
are you shopping at midnight?
What's the magician's secret? Hey, don't do that! What are you doing?
Oh my god!
What do you mean inside?
What do you mean, empty space?
What do you mean spacious?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Holy crap. I think this is all too much for my bladder.
Are you gonna pee your pants?
I've been holding it in all day. I can't hold it anymore.
It is such a like stark contrast between how combat is introduced in 3.
They're coming.
What? But we've got a guy half stuck in the TV here. What are we gonna do?
Where like the cute girl you met at school just like hand you a gun and say, okay, this is weird, but shoot yourself in the head with this. Otherwise you're gonna be killed by this monster. And again, these kids don't have to do that. Which makes the wacky crossover that's also sort of an Nazi game that much weirder, because they like meet each other. It's just like, what?
What is this place? Some place inside Junes?
Hell no, it isn't. I mean, we fell through a TV. Actually, what is going on here?
So I'm assuming the anime adaptation doesn't do the silent protagonist thing.
So, we're still alive.
Probably.
I think my butt's...
I keep forgetting those like actually important choices.
Of course it is.
Whoa.
What now?
How stupid.
Is this all this fog? There's no place like this in...
Hell no. Man.
What are we gonna do? Huh? Look, we need... Huh? Wait a minute. Which way did we come in from?
What?
I don't know. I can't take this anymore.
Okay, so... You're right. Let's call... Alright.
Is there really a way out of here?
We got in, so we must be able to get out somehow.
That's true.
If there's no exit, we're...
Still no gameplay.
What is this place?
It looks like we're in some kind of building, but... Damn, this fog's so thick I can...
Are you sure we're not one?
I can't be positive, but...
I know, but...
Hey, is it me or is the fog lighter here? No No service.
Can you guys slow down a little?
No. This is about as slow as dialogue can get.
Huh? It's a dead end.
It keeps getting creepier and creepier the further we go. I can't hold it any longer. My bladder's gonna explode.
I mean, someone's already did, apparently, if you look at the upper left corner there.
Yosuke, what are you doing?
It's clearly a designated spot.
I gotta let it out before I piss my pants.
You're going here? Oh, you have gotta be kidding.
But you're supposed to go in the corner. Like, that's...
Turn around. I can't go if everyone's watching. I can't do it.
Even like a feral cat gets
Like
that
I
much.
care. Anyways, what's with this room? Check out these posters. Their faces are all cut out. Someone must really hate this person.
Dude, this chair and rope, it's tied in a noose.
Come on!
Hey, I think I've seen that poster before.
Who cares? And I'm not feel.
Now... Alright, let's go back.
Phew. Wait.
There's something over there.
Alright.
What is this thing?
What in the world?
That's what I want to know. Who are you guys?
It talked! What are you? You want to fight?
Don't yell at me like that. This place is what it is. It doesn't have a name. It's where I live.
You live here?
If I was you guys, I'd hurry back to the other side. Someone's been throwing people in here. It's a big headache.
Huh?
I don't know who's doing it. I just want them to think before they go doing things like that.
Hey, what's your problem? What are you? What the heck is going on here?
I already told you.
Now here's a question. What is the tone of this scene?
Anyways, you should hurry back.
What it comes down to is, you want us to get
It's
out of here,
like-
right? Well, so do we. We just don't know how, damn it.
There's a noose. Here's some pee jokes. Here's a wacky mascot bear. People are getting murdered. Like
I keep saying, we don't know where the frickin' exit. Wait, what? What the hell?
Where did those TVs come from?
you were just in a TV store.
I'm a busy bear.
What's going on now? Whoa! Hey! What are you doing?
Stop pushing!
Still, we have not hit gameplay.
Huh?
Did we...
Attention shoppers, why not try the delicious fresh produce? All ages are invited to take advantage.
Crap. That's right, now I remember where I... Look over there.
What's up now?
Sure is.
You're right. She's been all over the news lately. Something about her husband.
Hey, so that weird room we saw that
I am treating you to the Persona experience.
I'm gonna wipe what happened today from my brain.
And let's go home.
Going nowhere slow is a great way to put it, though.
Hey.
Ah, Dad's turn to cook.
But have you heard anything about us? Yeah. Well, to be honest, we've got people looking for it.
Well, because it's
casting a shadow over the
sort of the central appeal of the series.
Not long ago, television announcer up until now.
It's like, you know, the earlier games in the series, both the greater SMT series and the first two Persona games, aren't very, like, dungeon crawler focused. And then 3, not quite as bad as this, but, like, did decide, like, let's make at least half the runtime of the game be, like, slice-of-life dating sim mechanics.
From now until morning, heavy visibility will be severely
And people really responded to it. So I gotta double down and, like...
Is the ramen ready now?
Give it some more time.
Really focus on just, yeah.
You're probably still adjusting to the new...
Hey, what? Huh? What does that mean? What? Really? Huh? What? Hey, huh? What? Hey, what? Huh? What? But have some anime. You've been good. No, and like you got here like half an hour late. Like, I'm not just skipping dialogue to be funny.
Oh, you're up. Well, I'm off.
That was unskippable.
Dad has to go do something.
Now, to be fair, once you get into the game proper, you have your, like, waste your time for 10 minutes just having people chatter and go to school. And then you have, like, a brief window to pick a thing to do that matters to your stats. Which also involves sitting through, like, a full minute or two of dialogue.
Hey, did you see it yesterday? Of course not.
And again, it wasn't so bad in 3, because, like... In 3, you can, any given night, go into the dungeons. In 4, you have to wait for rain.
I wonder why they're... Hey, what's wrong, Yos?
So you see that schedule, and you just see, like, oh, a whole sunny week, and it's like, well...
Everyone, please, settle down. First, the principal has something to say.
No gameplay for a while, it looks like.
I regret to say that I have a terrible announcement for all of you. One of our third-year students has passed away.
Passed away?
Ms. Konishi, the reasons behind her passing, if they ask you for your cooperation?
Yeah, people end up dead. It's a thing.
All right, I have been assured by the faculty, so mind what you say.
Found dead?
But it is mind-boggling how long you have to go before, like...
She died the same way as...
Okay, there was the brief preview of, like, an RPG combat screen. So it's not quite like, you don't even know what kind of game you're playing.
Unknown. Oh, by the way, did you hear? They said she totally looked like she was in pain.
The media's been broadcasting their...
Hey, did you...
Yosuke!
But yeah, the Persona game is like the ultimate in, like, uncompressed storytelling. Just... You are going to have to endure every minute of kids just, like, going hum and ha before deciding to maybe do something.
Here on that TV... die?
Something... Plus, remember what that... It also said, in that room with the... I mean, couldn't that... Well...
Sure.
So it's not just me. If there is a connection, That would explain the posters in that, which means...
Yosuke,
Yeah.
don't do this.
You think we could rely on the police? Besides, even if we told... If I'm completely off... It's just...
Yup.
After what I've... Sorry. I'm gonna go get ready.
It also is weird that, like, the local Walmart is, like, where the kids hang out in this town. Here you go.
Huh? Anyways.
I guess. I feel like this save prop is just like, hey, wake up, we're gonna let you actually play now, finally. If you're good.
We came to stop you. Come on.
I know, but we were able... If we go in from the same location...
Maybe it...
Look, I can't just...
That's true.
What about you? Yeah, I'm glad to know you're that kind of guy. Don't worry.
Huh?
We'll go in with this tied to me. So I want you to hold on to this and wait here.
What? Then this is a lifeline?
Here. This is for you. I thought it might be better than going in empty-handed. Alright, let's go. There's no use wasting any more time. Chie, whatever you
I mean,
do,
you've
don't
wasted
let
a
go
lot
of
of
the-
time already.
Hey! I said wait! Now what?
And again, they keep, like, undercutting the tone they're theoretically trying to establish with, like, wacky gag times.
Is this... Look, this is the same place as last time.
You guys...
You're that thing from last time. Wait, what the hell did you just say?
I do kind of like how they talk about him like he's the kind of, like, weird, horrible monster in the TV dimension, and then, like, later, no, it's just a kid in a fursuit.
This is the second time you guys came here. That means you're the... You guys must be the ones throwing the people in here.
What are you talking about? If someone was thrown in here and they couldn't get out, they might die. Who would do such a... Wait a sec. All this talk about some... Does he mean... Did that someone Hey. Yeah. Let's assume. Could it be? If that's the case.
What are you guys mumbling about? It's a one-way door. Remember?
Yeah, whatever. We don't need your help this time. What? Hey!
I'm the one who wants to investigate. I've lived here for a long time. Do you have proof?
See? For the last time. Hey, you listen up. It has to be related to...
I know that it's really dangerous.
Huh? If it's foggy on our side, it...
That's why I said to hurry back. Okay, no, I know you guys did it.
I told you. I've about had it with you.
I'm just saying. I'm just making sure.
What is this place? Something being filmed?
Really? Like...
Tell me.
Weird show.
Like, not only does every conversation go on entirely too long, they repeat the whole conversation. Like...
This world has always been like this.
It's like, hey, people have been disappearing? People have been getting murdered? Murder TV? What do you mean?
Only me and Shadows are...
We don't. You keep telling us to prove our. Maybe you're the real culprit. What's with that?
And again, somehow this is like the hottest thing Atlas has going on.
Whoa! What the hell are you? It's empty inside.
Me? The culprit? I just live here. I just want to live here peacefully. Okay, but I promise me, I'm not gonna let you go.
You little...
This can't keep going on. And then...
What are you crying? Jeez, this thing's really...
Also, like, what percentage of the original Japanese script is just,
Hey...
It feels like that'd be at least half.
It seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination.
You're the only ones I can ask. Thank you!
Damn bear. But it's look for the culprit. Might as well introduce ourselves. You got a name?
Teddy.
Figures. But how are we supposed to find the culprit?
I don't know. Oh, but I know where the last person came in.
The last person?
I mean the person who came... I'll take you there. Oh, one thing first. You two should put these on.
What are these glasses for? Whoa.
I mean, the glasses work, yeah.
The difference is like night and day. With these on, it's like the fog doesn't exist.
I know.
They'll help you walk through the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been here for a
And lights aren't
long
actually supposed to have a bunch of lines shooting off in different directions. That's called astigmatism.
But I can only show you where the place is.
What happened to relying on you? We brought weapons. We just got here.
Oh, I'll give you guys moral support from a safe
This is the other, like, big mechanical thing that the series
How's
does,
that
I think I mentioned. I don't want to do any of these things.
No!
Is this thing for real? This is so lame. We swore to find the culprit.
You just kind of have, like, inverse Weeble proportions going on.
Oh, yeah. Who's this Saki's?
That doesn't matter, right? Anyways, at least now maybe we can find more information too.
What?
And now, finally, at what I swear would easily be the 2-hour mark if it wasn't, like, mashing through dialogue.
What's going on here?
Some weird things are getting...
By the way, you better not be...
We're still talking.
I mean,
Man, they really... But out of all the places in town...
How should I know?
What if this is our shopping district? I knew it! This is the liquor store that Senpai's parents run. Does this mean... What could have happened?
Wait a second! They're here!
What?
Shadows!
Huh?
Oh damn, I know that guy from Super Mario Bros. 2 Run. Yeah. It's stunningly bad pacing. And then the rest of the game does continue with that same bad pacing, too. Can't stress that enough. Anyone who tells the Persona games are good is not a true friend. so now I can maybe finally talk about gameplay. So in all the Persona games, instead of the mainline SMPs of like talking to demons in combat to have them joining the party Pokemon style, every kid has their own personal little persona that they can summon to cast their spells and gives them their elemental strengths and weaknesses.
And listen.
The main character in each game having the special ability to switch out to other ones.
The battle will be a lot easier. I can tell this one has a weakness too. Try stuff out and see what works.
And okay, yeah, they didn't change it. This is a kind of cool song in a vacuum. This plays during every fight. And this is free.
Yikes! This is one tough enemy!
With no real strengths or weaknesses. It is a freaking slime.
I'll keep track of what attacks have what effects on enemies.
Wait, do you have to, like, feel it out first? I can't remember. Yeah. I think the interpretation though, they're not like special TV land glasses. It's just that like all these characters had poor vision and nobody ever like gave them an eye exam before. my dark inner nature is like the desire to lick
Did I
things.
hear you say Persona? Well, I mean, hey,
It's the name of the game.
Calm down, Yost.
Sensei?
Gosh almighty! I can't believe you were hiding such an amazing power. Are you the... That's... Don't you think so, Yost?
Dude, you call him Sensei and then don't show me any respect?
That's his proper.
Well, I gotta give you some credit for that.
Insane.
Alright, now let's get back to the investigation.
But yeah, Persona 3 is a better game than 4, partially because like you have a little bit more control over when you're in combat. You have less control in combat, which at least gives them keep you on your toes. And also, just the soundtrack is really good in that one.
Konishi's daughter.
Enough so that I sat through 80 hours of this.
Oh my, how could she with her family's business suffering like it is?
I heard their sales have gone downhill.
But I still wouldn't call 3 a good game. Like, it's just... It's a good soundtrack.
What a troublesome child.
There's some visual flair, like the menus and stuff here. But, like, yeah, I don't know why these are as popular as they are. I do kind of get why they have as many spin-offs as they do. Because the spin-offs, like, change it up. Like, there's, you know, the dancing game and the fighting game and, the one that I might get to later tonight.
Again. Saki, how many times do I have?
But the actual, like, Persona RPGs are just...
You ashamed? Is it the money?
She seemed like she had fun. You're telling me this was...
something I'm torturing with tonight for some reason.
These photos.
Now, in my defense, I don't remember being 2 hours before actual gameplay.
Like this.
Huh?
But, like, there are entire games, good ones, that you can finish before you get to the point in Persona 4 where you can push buttons.
It's a lot. It's...
That, Old Man's Journey game I played, like, that would have been done by now.
Who are you? I wouldn't think that.
Contra, if you're good at it.
Right.
could have finished that, like, several times.
And Junes, too. What are you saying? You put on a good show of being carefree and happy-go-lucky.
Even if we're talking about, like, dialogue-heavy voiced RPGs, we would be on Disc 2 of Kudelka by this point.
The more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
You're surrounded by...
You can almost see an interesting mystery story in there, but, like...
And what's this about checking out this world for Saki-senpai's sake? Stop it!
You gotta be creeping on the girls and like...
So panicked? Why's that? Because I am you. You just
and like really, really queer baiting the hell out of everyone constantly. And...
The world inside the TV. That's not true. You're just trying to act like a big shot. And that senpai you were so sweet on?
I try to pay more attention to this, since this is again like the bulk of the plot that matters is going into the TV and like, you know,
who are you?
fighting your other selves.
I already told you. I'm you. Your shadow. There's nothing I don't know about you. Screw that. I don't know you. You can't be me, you son of a bitch!
He is less annoying.
That's right! Say it again! You're not me! You're nothing like me! Yeah, that's right. I am me now. I'm not you anymore, see?
But when it's not just like literally wasting your time, I think the first like 80% of the game is going into the TV land and facing every character's little inner demons here. Deep down, you're really Greninja.
I am a shadow, the true self. I'll crush everything that bores me, starting with you. How long can you survive this? This one's much stronger than the last type. Be careful!
Whenever you feel threatened, just defend yourself.
I mean, it's not that kind of game. Like, I can't think of many RPGs where the defendant command is ever worth using, and this is not one of them. What you do is you use the weak point of the thing you're fighting, and then it just doesn't get a turn.
This is one tough enemy.
But I guess, sure. I'll hear Mio. Something, something, frog struck by lightning, bad movie. Yeah, so, okay, that was my turn, and now it's down. And if I had a proper party, I would do this now.
Pain in the ass.
It's guarding its weak point.
Okay.
Yikes! This is one tough enemy.
So I guess, okay, since it's blocking, I technically can't knock over this turn. Fine. Oh no, you knocked me over and got free turn. Like, I don't like how swingy that mechanic is. What you really just do is this.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, it is.
That's not gonna work.
Here comes an attack. Defend yourself.
This is never really going to come up in the actual game, just so you know.
You're getting to be a real pain. All right, I'm gonna crush you
Yeah.
with everything
Oh, is
I've
it?
got.
Yeah, I've heard of Metaphor being just like Persona in a proper fantasy setting. I was curious if it had the same honestly terrible combat, and good to know that it does. Although I do find the name of it amusing, with the full title being Metaphor Refantasio, which I just can't not mentally call it Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
That's not gonna work.
Hey, I'm dead. Is that supposed to happen? Wait. Okay, when I said this was supposed to happen, I thought it meant that was like a scripted thing, and then it's supposed to fight, not that like, oh no, I was actually supposed to have healed at some point. Anyway. We're free now. I hope you've all enjoyed this lesson in how the Persona games are actually really bad, and you shouldn't play them. Although I do have to... I'm curious about this particular menu option. Okay, cutscenes is what you're saying. I think?
Hee hee ho! Music King!
Oh, no.
Special presentation of 2012's luscious...
Also, oh no! Okay, we're doing... sound test in a really elaborate fashion, right? Because it's serious with its menus. Anyway, that's actually a interesting way to go. But yes, we are free now to move on to a game that's not just wasting your time for 2 freaking hours. Holy cow.